Seminary is an experience that's relevant to anyone's life. This was something that I wasn't aware of until I found the MASC program. I had this notion that seminary was for people who wanted to be ordained ministers working in a parish, and that was it. My name is Betty-Jeanne Rueters Ward, and I'm a graduate of Starr King School for the Ministry in the MASC, or Masters in Religious Leadership for Social Change program. I attended Starr King from the fall of 2005 to the spring of 2008. I was in the first incoming class of students in the MASC program. I was an organizer before I came to Starr King, but I'm now a more effective, more holistic, more grounded and more sustainable organizer who's committed to social change and effective in social change for the long haul. I feel like my emotional and spiritual maturity has just gone through the roof since coming to seminary and having to really grapple with much more complicated questions as to who I was and how and why I was called to do the work that I was. I took a theology class in which I examined theologies of mental health and personal sustainability and social movements. And certainly I started from my own experiences to help do some healing and some growth about what I'd experienced so far in social activism, but I really expanded it beyond there to look at how do social movements sustain themselves in general? How do organizers get the grounding that they need to stick with it for the long haul and really deal with all of the suffering that they're experiencing and witnessing on a daily basis? The No on Prop 8 campaign, I was able to reach out to religious communities, which were a crucial demographic, and I was able to do it in a much more authentic way because of my seminary training. What I really needed in order to not burn out and to sustain myself for more than a few years was spiritual disciplines to ground myself, were ethical frameworks to help me understand from a much deeper level why I was called to do what I was called to do. Immediately after graduation, I had an opportunity to put what I learned into action. I received a call from a fellow Starr King graduate, a community minister, who was taking on all of the religious organizing for the No on Prop 8 campaign, so for marriage equality in California and beyond. And there was this real deep realization that in order to build a strong movement for marriage equality or for any kind of justice and liberation, we needed strong religious leaders at the center. I really love the educational philosophy at Starr King and the idea of growing well-rounded religious leaders. We need leaders who know how to relate to religious communities, who are spiritually grounded themselves, regardless of what their religious identity would be, and who know that in order to make social change, that's really a spiritual calling in and of itself. A fellow student told me at the beginning of my time at Starr King is that seminary is where your needs meet the needs of the world. And I think that to me says why a Starr King education is different than any other social change training I could have had. I remember getting a call from Gavin Newsom's office the night before the rally that he had heard the clergy were gathering in favor of marriage equality, and he strongly believed in the need for religious leaders for social change, and he wanted to join the rally as well and to meet with those clergy. Our goal for the rally was to recruit, I think our goal was 10 or 12 clergy. We said if we can motivate 10 or 12 clergy to come out the weekend before Election Day for marriage equality, that will be a huge success. And the morning of the rally, we had over 50 clergy who had signed up to come to the event. They just came out of the woodwork, people of so many different denominations, so many different religious backgrounds, who all said, we want to come together, and who I was able to bring together because of the training that I got at Starr King.